Forget the hype and the risky bargains. Just 3 used cars are the genuinely smart, safe buys right now in the UK. Each one is backed by real owner data, top reliability scores, and running costs that won't hollow out your budget. We're counting them down from number 3 to number 1, and the top pick might not be the car you'd expect. Let's start with number 3. In third place, the Skoda Octavia is the ultimate family workhorse, offering massive cabin space and unmatched practicality on a budget. If you choose the 5-door hatchback, you get a 560-litre boot, which expands to 585 litres in the estate version. That completely eclipses the 380 litres you get in a Volkswagen Golf, despite both cars sharing the same basic platform under the skin. On the used market, prices start around £12,295 on CarWow, with a median price of £14,774. For that, you get a car that is highly economical. The petrol engines achieve a respectable 45 miles per gallon, translating to an annual fuel bill of roughly £1,940 if you cover 12,000 miles. Insurance sits in groups 15 to 20, costing £800 to £1,000 a year, while road tax averages £160. When it comes to reliability, the Octavia scores a respectable 86% MOT pass rate, and the 2-litre TDI diesel engine is famous for reaching massive mileages. However, you must be realistic. What car? Placed the Octavia 24th out of 26 family cars for reliability. Beyond 100,000 miles, owners often report electronic sensor faults and issues with the automatic DSG gearbox. Older models can also develop rust around the wheel arches. If you are buying a used petrol or diesel Octavia, check if the timing belt has been replaced, as a fresh belt and water pump will cost around £469. Remember, even the most reliable recommendations only make sense if the individual car has been cared for. Always check the service history, inspect the condition of wear items like tires and brakes, and ensure the vehicle fits your budget and lifestyle. If you do not need this much space and want even lower running costs, our top 2 picks are still to come. In second place, the Honda Jazz represents the absolute gold standard for clever packaging and rock-solid dependability in a compact footprint. What sets this small hatchback apart is its sheer interior versatility, driven by a seating system known as Magic Seats. The rear seat bases can flip up like cinema chairs, allowing you to carry tall items like a washing machine, or they can fold completely flat to rival the boot space of cars from the class above. It offers a 393-litre boot, which easily beats rivals like the Ford Fiesta. Reliability statistics back up this practical design. The What Car? Survey awarded the Jazz an outstanding 96.6% reliability score, placing it at the very top of its class. This is supported by UK MOT data, where the Jazz achieves a highly impressive 96% pass rate, indicating very few recurring wear or structural issues. In terms of costs, a hybrid version from 2020 to 2022 starts around £11,290 on CarWow, though older petrol models can be found for much less. Running costs are remarkably low, with the hybrid variant achieving an official 62.8 miles per gallon, which can easily translate to an annual fuel bill of about £1,585. Insurance sits in groups 19 to 20 for the hybrid, costing an average of £1,142 a year, while road tax ranges from £115 to £130. If you are shopping for an older model, pay close attention to the automatic gearbox, which owners often report as jerky or noisy. Some older variants also use an 8-plug engine layout that makes spark plug replacement surprisingly expensive. As always, the The best used buy depends entirely on your personal budget and needs. Every used car requires a thorough check of its service history and current tire and brake wear before you buy. While this Super Mini offers incredible space, our top-rated used car recommendation is still to come. And finally, in first place, the Toyota Yaris Hybrid is the absolute masterclass in low-cost, worry-free motoring. This compact hatchback topped the warranty-wise reliability index with an outstanding score of 89.2 out of 100, based on an average repair mileage of 65,800 miles and a remarkably low average repair bill of just £888. UKMOT data fully supports this, showing a consistent pass rate of over 94%, with most minor failures down to simple wear items like tires and brakes rather than major mechanical breakdowns. For running costs, the Yaris is practically unbeatable. The clever petrol hybrid setup achieves an official 69 miles per gallon. If you cover the UK average of 12,000 miles a year, your annual fuel bill will sit around £1,260. Better still, the hybrid drivetrain qualifies for ultra-low road tax, costing between £0 and £5 annually. Insurance is equally friendly, falling into groups 12 to 15, which averages £650 to £850 a year for a typical driver. Under the bonnet, the engine uses a durable timing chain rather than a rubber belt, saving you from a costly £469 scheduled replacement. Routine servicing is highly affordable, and the hybrid battery comes with a reassuring 5-year or 100,000-mile manufacturer warranty, easing any long-term health concerns. The car also boasts class-leading resale value, typically retaining up to 75% of its worth after 3 years of ownership. While the median used price sits around £15,233 on Auto Uncle, older reliable hybrid versions can be found on CarWow from £10,995. The boot is slightly smaller than a Volkswagen Polo, but the savings on fuel, tax, and repairs easily compensate. Of course, even a stellar reputation cannot save a neglected car. Always inspect the service history, check the tire tread, and make sure the vehicle fits your daily lifestyle before buying. But if you want a dependable hatchback, the Yaris is the smartest used buy on the market. Also worth considering is how these 3 strong used options actually stack up against your specific lifestyle and driving routine. If your daily life involves school runs, bulky family gear, or long motorway journeys, the Skoda Octavia is the sensible heavy lifter. Its massive 560-litre boot easily beats the Volkswagen Golf, and those legendary 2-litre TDI diesel engines are built for serious high-mileage use. However, you will pay slightly more in annual road tax and fuel compared to the smaller hybrids on our list. For those driving through tight city streets or needing ultimate cabin flexibility, the Honda Jazz is a masterclass in clever packaging. The magic seats fold completely flat or flip up like cinema chairs to swallow large appliances, and its real-world fuel economy is highly impressive. Just remember that hybrid insurance groups sit slightly higher in groups 19 to 20, and you must check the automatic gearbox for any jerky shifts during a test drive. If your primary goal is slashing running costs to the absolute minimum, the Toyota Yaris Hybrid is your winner. With cheap insurance, 0 to low road tax, and an excellent fuel return of 69 miles per gallon, it is incredibly kind to your household wallet. You also get timing chains instead of rubber belts, saving you from a costly £469 replacement fee. But remember, no matter how glowing these reliability scores are, every single used car purchase carries a real risk. The smartest buyer always prioritizes condition and service stamps over the badge. Before signing any paperwork, demand to see a full service history, Check the online MOT record for recurring component advisories, and carefully inspect wear items like tires and brake pads. Routine maintenance cannot be ignored, and even the most dependable Japanese hatchback will fail if a previous owner neglected basic annual oil changes. Match the car to your budget, run the proper checks, and buy with confidence. Across these three choices, one truth emerges. The smartest UK used buy isn't about badge appeal, but meticulous maintenance. No matter the model, a stamped service history and clean MOT are what actually save you money. What's your go-to reliable runner? Let us know in the comments.